This is Reality Dispatch, written by Jim Mins.
The best way to describe it is like a Neapolitan ice cream. My physical brain is cut into 3 sections. One section is mine, one section is the corporation's, and the third section is for sleep, or I should say, our collective sleep. You see, I have to share my dreams with the corporation. They are entitled to monitor my subconscious. I don't care. Really, it's not like I'm conscious for it anyway. So the deal is, 12 hours out of the day is mine, 12 hours is theirs, and we share the sleep time, which has to come somewhere on both our clocks. The thing that is quite troubling is, I don't get to choose when that is. Like, for example, if we are on their clock, and they choose to sleep at the end of their 12 hours, then my time begins halfway through a slumber. So they're effectively cutting my day off while maximizing their use of my brain. I tried to pull the same stunt on them in reverse. I'd use my full 11 hours and 30 seconds and then clock off at 30 minutes left. That way they would feel the brunt of 8 hours shaved off their 12, but they pulled some sort of programming bullshit so that I can no longer do that. Somehow, I don't know how they did it, but now after 8 hours, I'll just drop completely. Doesn't matter where I am, what time it is. Morning, day, noon, night, afternoon. If it's time to sleep, I get put to sleep. I guess it's fair. I don't really know. I feel like I have no time at all nowadays. It's tough not being in control, but the remuneration is, well, that was the whole reason for all of this, you know? The house, the cars, the trips. The wife is happy, the kids are happy. Just a shame I only get to spend half my lifetime with them, you know? You're so mean when you're him, she tells me. My wife, that is. She says when the clock ticks over and I officially become the property of the corporation, I can be real surgical. That's what she says, surgical, like I have a dead look in my eye. Explain that. Tell me what he's like, I ask her. I always refer to him as he, not as me. Well, it's like you have this twin brother, this evil twin. He goes cold. The room feels cold. He looks at us as if he has to, you know, she says. Just to, I don't know, respect our existence but not respect it at the same time. He hardly says a thing to me, ever. What do you mean us? I ask. He looks at us? Me and the kids, she says as she continues. He just looks at us all cold and precise, like he acknowledges that we exist and recognizes that we have a place in this house, but beyond that he leaves pretty soon as he arrives and we just watch as he walks out the front door, all dead-eyed. Marcia always says, "There goes evil dad." That's what she calls me, evil dad, I say incredulously. No, that's what she calls him, she says as she kisses me. I wonder where he goes every day, she says. That night I had some crazy dreams. As I say, I usually don't remember them. In fact, remembering them right now is something of a miracle. I'm sure as hell not supposed to. It was this city, but one I had never been to. There were sirens going off on every street corner, up every alley. Everyone was in panic mode, and I could just get a sense that everyone around me was scared to death of me. I held some sort of rank, some superiority, almost like they bowed as they passed me, but not quite. I was a figure of authority. I could command people, but I chose not to exercise that function. Anyway, I was on a hunt, searching for someone or something. I knew they were hiding out in a building or some sort of outpost, hidden amongst the skyscrapers of the central business district. I walked for blocks looking for my target, and I passed all the shit-scared occupants of this godforsaken place. Then I woke up. I was on a train wearing a suit I don't remember buying. Next stop, Honeysuckle Station. My stop, just in the nick of time. I didn't know what time it was. It was dark. I checked my phone, 3 a.m. Thanks for that, evil me. These are the drawbacks to renting your body out for work you're not allowed to ask about. Who knows what the hell I was up to in all that time. I walk home in the dark, under cover of the shadows and in the afterglow of the morning mist. The dogs are all sleeping. That's how quiet it is in our neighborhood. I can't shake this smell, like a burnt powder. Gunpowder. Only I shouldn't know what gunpowder smells like. I have never held a gun before, nor fired one. I'd have no clue. But I feel like I should. There is some sort of muscle memory that has taken hold of my palms. I smell them. The smell is emanating from there. I have gunpowder on my hands. They feel weak, like they have been firing off a weapon recently. I must have been at a range, I think to myself. That must be it. Probably basic training or a refresher course in weapons handling. I must work in law enforcement or security. Not me, goddammit. Him, the one that shares my body, my brain. I'm sure it is completely above board and legitimate. He hasn't hurt my family. I can trust him, I'm sure I can. On the front steps of my house, I untie my laces after I punch in the code for the door to unlock. There is a stain on my shoe, a droplet, deep and rich and dark. I convince myself that it is not blood. I contemplate changing the code on the door to lock the bastard out. I don't want him near my kids. But what good would that do if after 12 hours I change over and I'm locked in the house with them? It's late, and although I've slept, I feel tired. I want to get myself off the streets, in the house, and out of harm's way. Harm to others. I can't confirm that I've hurt people, but I feel like I have. The feeling is strong. Are feelings proof enough?
For more stories of fact-based fiction, head to jimmins.substack.com.